Money can't buy you happiness, but it can buy you some seriously fast cars. The richest people in the world drive some of the greatest cars ever created, from the Lycan Hypersport to James Bond's underwater car, from Buffett to Bezos, from Zuckerberg to Musk. Which billionaire is the king of cars? Welcome to Xplained. Mark Zuckerberg. Now, Mark Zuckerberg may look like your average IT manager.
I am not a lizard.
But being the founder of the world's biggest social media platform has made Zuck very rich. He's currently worth more than $55 billion. And while we may all be driving virtual cars in the metaverse if he gets his way, what does he drive in the real world? It's rumored that the Meta frontman owns a $2 million Pagani Huayra. The supercharged 6-litre V12 hypercar will go from 0 to 100 in just 2.7 seconds.
It produces over 700 horsepower.
But what luxurious motor does Zuckerberg use to travel with daily? A Bentley? A Rolls Royce perhaps? Nope. A $16,000 Honda Fit. Let's move on.
And I was human. I am human, still.
Warren Buffett. Probably one of the most famous investors of all time. Buffett's company, Berkshire Hathaway, owns some of the biggest names in the world, including Geico, Duracell, and Dairy Queen. He's worth over $100 billion and has promised to donate 99% of his wealth in his lifetime.
And the giving pledge has been far beyond my expectations.
So far, he's given away nearly $50 billion. In fact, Buffett is notoriously careful with his money.
I'll have a sausage McMuffin with egg and cheese.
He still lives in the same house he bought back in 1958, so don't expect much from his car collection. Buffett is a Cadillac man and currently drives a Cadillac XTS that he bought back in 2014. Buffett admits that he only drives around 3,500 miles a year, so he doesn't have a need for fancy new cars. Larry Ellison. The co-founder of software giant Oracle has nearly doubled his wealth since 2020 and is now worth a whopping $103 billion. In fact, he's so rich, he practically owns a Hawaiian island. And his recent major investment in Tesla means he's probably going to keep getting richer.
It's very important to accelerate the transition to sustainable transport.
You might think that someone who's made their fortune from databases and software would have a fairly vanilla taste in cars. But you'd be wrong. The crown jewel of Ellison's car collection is his McLaren F1, which is worth a stunning $20 million. But his preferred set of wheels is the Lexus LFA. Just 500 were ever made, and it has a ridiculous 4.8-litre V10.
Oh my God! Oh my God! That sound is absolutely crazy.
But the cherry on top when it comes to Ellison and cars is the story of how Top Gun star Tom Cruise totaled one of Larry's cars when Cruise visited him on his Hawaiian island.
1, I don't drink. 2, I fly on the side of the plane outside.
Apparently, Cruise rolled Ellison's Land Cruiser on an unpaved road, destroying the car. Maverick can handle a fighter jet no problem, but a 2.8-litre 4-cylinder engine is a bit too much for TC. Bill Gates. The Microsoft founder has been one of the richest people in the world for a long time. In 2021, he came in at 4th on the Forbes rich list and is worth over $110 billion today. He stepped down from the Microsoft board in 2020 and has donated more than $57 billion to date. When it comes to cars, Bill Gates has one brand that he particularly likes: Porsche.
I just got a Porsche Taycan, which is an electric car.
The 911 is his favorite model, but he also owns a Taycan.
Right, ready? You weren't expecting that.
And the rare 959 Sport, with only 337 ever made. But like a lot of billionaires, his daily drive is a lot more low-key, with the Ford Focus apparently being his go-to. Gautam Adani. Gautam Adani may not be a household name, but he's one of the most powerful people in India. Adani Group not only controls Mundra Port, India's largest commercial port, but also a 74% stake in Mumbai International Airport, India's second busiest airport. This means that Adani's net worth is now around $145 billion. Back in 2020, he was worth just $8 billion, and this incredible wealth allows Adani to travel in serious comfort. The most luxurious and costliest car in his collection is his Rolls-Royce Ghost. Its 6-litre V12 engine will get you from 0 to 100 in just 5 seconds.
It is enough power to really go when you need to.
With all the luxury you'd expect from a Rolls.
In here, let's see what we got. Pull this, and you have, of course, your refrigerator with beautiful Rolls-Royce crystal glasses.
His BMW 7 Series appears to be his daily, with a Ferrari California and an Audi Q7 also in his garage. Safe to say, Adani knows how to travel in style. Jeff Bezos. Infamous for building retail giant Amazon out of his garage in 1994, Jeffrey Bezos is worth over $154 billion, but he now owns less than 10% of the company, but has a number of other businesses in his portfolio, including the Washington Post and, more interestingly, Blue Origin, an aerospace company that develops rockets, which led to Bezos jetting off into space back in 2021. But his rockets aren't the only thing he owns with some power. He owns a Ferrari Pininfarina Sergio worth over $3 million. A Bugatti Veyron Mansouri worth $3.5 million, and a Lykan Hypersport worth over $4 million, which is one of just 7 ever made.
So you just push that forward to put it in gear all the way up,
Okay.
and then all the way back like this.
But as is becoming a constant theme on this list, he's also owned some more modest cars, like his 1997 Honda Accord.
What's with the Honda?
This is a perfectly good car.
Elon Musk. Elon Musk has increased his net worth by around 10 times as much since 2020. In fact, he's now worth a whopping $225 billion. The frontman for Tesla,
Hi. So what do you think?
Boring Company, and SpaceX is by far and away the richest man on Earth currently.
Instead of having separate attitude control thrusters, we're using the ullage gas itself.
A funding round for SpaceX in 2022 brought the company's value up to $127 billion, 4 times what it was worth just 3 years before. So the man who owns Tesla and a rocket company must have a pretty spicy car collection, right? Absolutely. Unsurprisingly, Teslas make up the foundation of Musk's garage, even if he did shoot one into space in 2018. But it's not just about the future for Musk. He owns a 1967 Jaguar E-Type, which Musk calls his first love, a 1920 Ford Model T, which was Ford's first attempt at a mass-produced car for the general public, and is probably the most influential car of the 20th century, and Wet Nelly, James Bond's amphibious car, which Musk paid nearly $1 million for.
Alone at last.
But which billionaire do you think has the best car collection? Is Musk's mix of old and new enough to win it for you? Or is Bezos the king of cars? Or perhaps it's Zuckerberg in his Honda Fit?
I am not a lizard.
Let us know in the comments, and make sure to like and subscribe.